Hey, so good morning, friends. Let's talk about today regarding where we have left from our last discussion. So, uh, check out my other training materials if you have not already went through on how history of SAP integrations been evolving. In today's course, we will just go through for how like what is the landscape of SAP Business Technology Platform. So it is also called as BTP. Um, so let's start. What is SAP BTP? SAP BTP is basically like it's a platform as service known as also known as like enterprise PaaS, which provides service capabilities for the complete application development. It allows us to build and extend our integration business applications in cloud. It is SAP innovative cloud platform for development and deployments. It is also supported by multiple cloud infrastructure providers like AWS, GCP, Azure, and there are more coming in. Like as we are evolving in cloud, it enables us to advance in advanced technologies like IoT, AI, machine learning, big data. It enables user to achieve and meet business requirements quickly and extend the digital platform. Like it will, it allows business to transform using the new technologies that are available now, and it is all cloud. So it's a it's a vanilla flavor of all the technologies in integration. SAP BTP also provides two different deployment environments. One is Neo, and another one is Cloud Foundry. And how let's talk about what is SAP Business Platform in detail. So, what are the steps? So, BTP benefits are it extends on both on-prem and cloud solutions. It integrates an on-prem and cloud solutions. It has a new cloud application. It develops new cloud applications, part of agile business, enterprises, optimization, and digital transformation. This is the landscape on how BTP works. So you see here the cloud, it's cloud computing, cloud services modules, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. There are different deployment models that are hybrid. Then it is managed cloud premises like on-prem, and then private, and then there is public cloud. So we can deploy with different modes, cloud services models. Like these are the different models of BTP, and it is having a separate cloud computing architecture as well. Okay. So cloud computing is a style of computing where like as you are aware, it is IT enabled capabilities are delivered as service like it is Gartner services, right? So servicing internet technologies. There are features like on-demand self-services, broad network service access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured services. So these are the features. So on demand, you can increase the load on the servers. You need not to worry about adding new computation power as you do on on-prem. We need to get the resources and licenses and set up the system. So here it is far more reliable. And say if you are using any services from Azure or AWS, they provide all this different features which on backend they take care of all adding the new hardware and everything. And network as you want, we can pay as we want on the servers, and it is not like when you are not in use, you still have to pay for them. Cloud computing contains different service models, which defines software stack layers provided by the cloud providers. So they already take care of the software stacks. Then there are layers are as a service offerings, and you can pay as you go. Those are software as service and platform as service and infrastructure as service are also available in the market. Then going next to landscape architecture, we have service components like applications, data, runtime. So all these are service components: runtime, middleware, operations, operating system, visualization, servers, storage, and networking. These are the service models. So if you talk about all this nine components here, which are shown like application to networking, if that is packaged in something and provided to you on the cloud, it is software as a service. So you are getting as a software, you just have to use it and complete the business requirement. On the other hand, platform as service consists of a runtime environment till networking. That means it has the middlewares, operating system, virtualization, server, storage, networking, everything is taken care in that, and the platform is provided so that you can get into a quick code and then use it. So the platform is provided. You just have to do the channelization of data and application part, and then it can be used. On infrastructure as a services, it's you will just get the infrastructure part where you are getting virtualization and the server storage networks. On top of it, you will have to create your own middleware runtime environment, and then all the processing need to be done. And SAP offerings are with respect to SaaS are SAP Cloud for Customer, Success Factors, Ariba, Fieldglass, Concur. Like all these systems are software as a service, so you need not to worry about all the underlying development part. So it is very like application is provided. It's just you need to use that application to get the work done. On other hand, PaaS services are HANA Cloud Platform, like application development and integrations, for example, like for custom applications. And then HANA is infrastructure as SAP HANA, SAP like on the AWS servers. Okay, so this is how the landscape is. And then next part of the architecture is um, platform. It brings an entire platform with associated services like persistence, authenticity, authentication, and connectivity with it. PaaS also provides a development platform which is designed to help customers, independent of software vendors and partners, to quickly develop innovative applications and solution in the cloud. SAP BTP is a offering provided by SAP, and it's as a PaaS service, right? So customer as developers to like they can use and build and deploy SAP and non-SAP applications and open the cloud environment with various application services. Now going to landscape part. So landscape is here. Infrastructure as a service for landscape architecture, it is the cloud services module where IaaS provides like the it provides the supports operation like supports related operations. It provides the storage, uh, hardware, servers, networking, and rest you have to build on it. It also provides as an infrastructure for VM, which requires processing powers and ability to store ability for the storage model, and that model is pay as you go. Okay. The main aim for IaaS is to provide adjustable, approved, and virtual servicing environment, which provide the basis of next level cloud info offerings like platform as services and software as services. IaaS service model is suitable for customers who have impermanent infrastructural needs or occasional shift for capital to operational expenditures. Okay, so SAP offering services as we talked about SAP HANA, which is like now accessible in the cloud environment. Okay, next. Now, software as service is a delivery model on demand softwares, right? So you can, as you talked about the field glass and other softwares that are provided, it's a model where like softwares related data is centrally hosted on the cloud. Hence, it is provided as a services. Okay, so you need not to create anything on the platform or anything. So application and data are covered in it. It is secure internet connection and browser is required for the software application to be handled remotely. Users have to pay with the subscription model on those application at the fixed price as per the like the per user per month, like on the basis of that. SaaS is mainly used For non-core and non-differential application, customer relationship management like CRM and HR and procurement applications. For bigger companies like SAP provide a set of business solutions like Ariba and Fieldglass hybrid clouds for customer and SAP. Success factor. Landscape. So landscape, next part comes into deployment model. Deployment model describes how a software can be deployed, and there are various ways of it. It is on-prem, the complete on-prem architecture. Then there is private cloud, so a cloud space where the servers are privately owned by the companies, so that no one uses the same space. Public cloud, and then there is a hybrid approach. So in hybrid approach, it is on-prem as well as cloud. Anyone like private or public. Each deployment model is different from the other because of the following features. So every model has its own pros and cons, and based on what is you required by business, it is picked up. So each deployment model comes with licensed application, type of access, location of the equipments, infrastructure management providers, third-party users, the flexibility on to upgrade and automate things, flexibility like and the possibility for modifications. So if you are using software as a service, there is little or no scope of any modifications or anything. Then there is configurations, how much you need to configure and what level of configuration is required, in-app extensibilities for them, and the pricing model for each and every options. Uh, then this is an overview on high level overview on how on-prem cloud is managed and Cloud Foundry SAP cloud platform is looks like. So this is SaaS services where software as a success factor, Ariba and everything is mentioned. In the Cloud Foundry cloud uh, platform as a service. So here you see platform services, integrations, commerce collaborations, SAP ASE, PostgreSQL, all these are the Cloud Foundry related applications that are provided. Then underlying machines are there. This is basically this is a cockpit for all the operations. Uh, and then there is deployment related SAP web APIs to use it for deployment purpose, and the underlying virtual machines can like comes under like whether it is AWS or Azure or Google Cloud Platform. So it is based on those virtual machine. On top of that, we have a SAP Cloud Platform, Cloud Foundry with all the required applications running on it. And then there is a separate SaaS and on-prem. So on-prem, it can be either deployed on on-prem managed cloud, all this SAP S/4HANA, like Business Suite and Business Warehouses. Uh, so this is overall high level view. Then coming to infrastructure, like what all is provided under the managed model. Deployment model is managed model, and what all like in the managed part, infrastructure, application dedicated infrastructure to like single user, um, for a cloud user provider, for customer possible like update cycles based on what is the customer requirement. Modification is possible for it. Configuration, full customizing access is there, and in-app extensibility, classic and key user extensibility. So all these are possible in the managed cloud infrastructure part. So keeps on the specific like the managed cloud deployment contains resources which are keen to one specific customer and will be retrieved via VPN. Okay, so this is how managed cloud deployments look like. The infrastructure to possessed, managed, and operated by the cloud provider in the cloud provider's data centers. It is also largely comparable to a private cloud model where the cloud provider is responsible for the operations and maintenance of the cloud environment. Okay. Next, we have mm, uh, deployment model as on-prem, and it is again like it is a single user interface application dedicated to a single user. Application management is by cloud provider if it is on-prem. Update cycle is customer and it is modifications are possible. Full customized access is provided and classic and key user extensible in-app extensibility is there. So it is again customer premises server, and customer manages and controls the infrastructure part, and deployment is classic approach where the cloud is not used. This approach is suitable for the customer where you are looking for a full control over the IT environment. Okay. Uh, then we are looking into the hybrid model. So in a hybrid model, it is cloud deployment uses combination of two or more discrete deployment models like classic on-prem or along with the private cloud or public cloud. There is no hybrid cloud solution by themselves, so there is no one set solution for it. So you have to come up with what the solution is required for the business, and relatively how company is like dedicated on cloud resources and creating an hybrid cloud. Okay, so it depends on how much company wants to keep it on-prem and cloud. Based on that, the solution has to be done. So public cloud can have multiple customers, whereas private and on-prem will have single users. And then public cloud has cloud provider, and on-prem it is customers based on third party. Update cycles are done by cloud provider, and here you have to do by like it has to be done by the customer. Modifications are not possible on cloud. On other hand, it is possible on on-prem. Configurations are highly standardized, where on-prem you have full customized access. In-app extensibility are different, like key user extensibility is there, where on-prem it is classic and key users extensibility. Now, private cloud, which like it is mostly suitable for required for the customization. Weighty customizations are required on the cloud when there is company looking to follow local standards. So there can be government rules where they want to have the cloud. It should not be the data of the customer is critical. You or the users are critical and cannot be stored outside the country. So then to follow the local guidance, cloud can be used, and considering specific like downtimes and maintenance window critical apps. So for apps, so they want a separate private environment for it. And it is again like single user cloud provider can help infrastructure management. Customers can update the cycles. For the update cycles, modifications are possible, and fully customization for the configuration is provided here. Now, going to the public cloud, as we talked about, it has multiple customers. Infrastructure and the update cycles are done by the cloud provider. Modifications are not possible. Configurations are highly standardized. Okay, so this model is suitable only for the companies which are looking for overcoming few regulatory hurdles and looking for an outsourcing the IT environment to reduce any of the operations for the IT. So it is just pay as you go, and all the servers can be set up, and need not to worry about any of the application or infrastructure management is required. Data centers, SAP data centers are around the world, meet the highest security standards. All SAP data centers are technically comparable, like physical facilities featuring high availability infrastructure, network security, and threat management mitigation. Landscape hosts our application can be deployed on the productive landscape. HANA on demand is a trial landscape, and that can be used. Its usage is productive landscape can be represented like it's a production environment and can be used by the customer, whereas trial landscape is for just for the representation of the trial registered users. Data centers compliance have ISO BS certified compliance. Integrated framework based on several international standards is developed and implemented by SAP. It also have consistent secure services that meets customer and application requirement. So it also have like continuous security provided across the data centers. Access can be given like it is monitored around the clock. Single users access are man trap system ensuring that access to only recognized user, and technicians can also access certain rooms using customized ID cards. So authentication is required for all the users who are using high sensitive areas using biometric scans. access to data, like for intrusion detection systems are there. Any suspicious activities can be blocked in few seconds. Manufacturing, like there are firewalls to protect the data in data centers, and backup files are created with the encryption for the and it is like secure optic fiber it is transferring to and fro. Hardware is again like uh, the network storage, HANA database for the HANA database interfaces that is used can be grouped, like it is a single, if a single device fails, the load can be either redirected to the other devices or backup systems can be up. So it provides a rigid system. Um, Data privacy compliances in SAP ensures that data protection provision is given. Data from the cloud for the customers fall under jurisdiction of that customer selected by the customer, and it's not forwarded to the parties. Support services by SAP also provide data security during maintenance operation. Um, its backup is carried out by desk-to-desk duplication, which helps rapid data creation and recovery. In addition, it has a full backup day-on-day basis, so versions are created and multiple times per day, and then archived and stored in the different location for the security reasons. Log files record um, are also provided so that duty roosters or the security services are checked by the TUV once in a year according to ISO 27001. Some of the items that TUV checklist are how security services organization is for 24-hour surveillance, how it provides the access cards, and how the approval process are conducted. These are the capabilities, product capabilities, and BTP product capabilities includes analytics, business services, collaboration, data storage, DevOps integration, Internet of Things, so, mobile security, mobile services security, and user experience. Yeah, so we have covered the complete deck where we talked about BTP related security concerns, how the deployment process architecture is, how the landscape looks like. In our next session, we will look more into the hands-on experience as well as what all components come under BTP. Thank you.